And how's it going, guys? And welcome back to yet another episode of Couch Coach Sports. I'm your boy Bjorn, and as always, joining us is Dean. Dean, how's it going, brother?
All good, my G. All good, my G. Let's get stuck into it, brother.
Okay, on today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna mix it up a bit. Getting off the rugby track, going on to the football one. Some big Premier League action this weekend. Obviously, the Manchester derby. But before that, we've got some Friday night football, Friday night lights. We've got Crystal Palace versus Tottenham. Dino, what's your thoughts on that game? So Spurs obviously doing excellent so far this season.
Yeah, I think Spurs are going to walk away with it, bro. I'm probably going to captain Son in my fantasy league team for this one, bro.
It's away though, eh? It's away, so it's at Selhurst Park.
Oh, but they're just playing good football, bro. You know, they're opening up the teams. I don't see them losing. Yeah, I expect them to score a few goals, bro, and they're looking good, bro. Let's give them the credit. The Postacoglu's done a good job with him, and I think they walk away with this one, bro.
Madison looks like he's on fire at the moment,
bro.
Eh?
They all do. It's just except Richarlison, they're all looking good, bro.
Richarlison still.
Always, bro. Always.
Up next, so after the Spurs one, I also think. Well, actually, let me get to my thoughts on the Spurs Tottenham game. I also think Spurs are going to take this one. I think it could be closer than you think. I think it might be a 2-1, maybe even Palace scraping a 1-1 draw. Palace are difficult at home, so I can still see Palace doing a little upset there. But like you say, Tottenham have just been excellent so far in the Postacoglu. It's a new era for the Spurs fans. But then Saturday, our first one for Saturday is Chelsea versus Brentford. Chelsea a little bit of a resurgence of late, obviously drawing with Arsenal last week 2-2. But Brentford, another difficult side. Yeah. Missing Ivan Toney, but they definitely look like they've got the attacking power to give Chelsea some problems.
Yeah, they definitely do, but I reckon Chelsea at home will be a bit too much for them. I'm going to go with Chelsea 2-1. Let's go with 2-1. I expect them to score late on, bro. Yeah. 2-1 Chelsea.
You think Mudrik's going to get on the score sheet again?
You never know, bro. I think the joke's starting to come over. I mean, we've seen a few guys who are in bad form from all the teams starting to play well, but maybe he's one of those guys, you know?
90 million though. 90 million, still a lot of money spent, but as a United fan, you know how that goes for expensive wingers, Sancho and Anthony.
Exactly, bro.
Then after that, our first... Yeah, sorry, what did you say?
Carry on.
Okay. Then our first 4 o'clock kickoff, well, there's actually, how many? I think there's 2 4 o'clock kickoffs. Yeah, 2 4 o'clock kicks on Saturday. We've got Arsenal and Sheffield. And then a little bit of a stinker. We've got Bournemouth versus Burnley. But let's first get to the Arsenal game. You can only see an Arsenal win against Sheffield. I think Sheffield currently at the bottom of the league. Only 1 point, 1 draw so far this season out of the first 9 matches.
Yeah, bro. The way they played against United last week, they didn't show anything like remarkable, bro. I think Arsenal will walk away with this, and especially at the Emirates, I reckon let's go 3-0 to Arsenal, bro.
Yeah, I also think it's going to be a big Gunners win. We also saw Arsenal doing quite well this week against Sevilla. The Gunners now still unbeaten in the league, so like you said, I think it's going to be 10 games now for the Gunners without a loss. But then we've got Bournemouth versus Burnley, the battle of the bottom. Bro, what can you think of this one? I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw.
I also see a 1-1 draw, bro. I don't see these teams. It's an uninteresting game, bro. You know what I mean? It can swing both ways, but I reckon let's go with home advantage 1-0 to Bournemouth.
Okay, now I agree with you. I also think so. I think Bournemouth, they could definitely do it. But I don't see this is going to be a very, very boring game. Then the last one for Saturday. We've got the Giant Killers Wolves versus Newcastle. Wolves obviously beating Man City, looking quite decent. I think Pedro Neto is currently the top assister in the league with 5. I think he might be tied with Maddison on 5. But Newcastle firing. They look like they're back on track as well. Big win over PSG in the Champions League. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, but I think they just got a bit too much at the moment. Wolves at home, going to be difficult. So I reckon a pretty close game. I'm going to go 2-1 to Newcastle, but I think they've got a bit too much as well. Gordon firing, fucking everybody's firing there, bro. Trippier looking fantastic.
They got Isak also up front.
Yeah.
Callum Wilson. They got a very decent side. I know Nick Pope's been struggling a bit this season, but still on his days a top keeper. Kieran Trippier probably the best fullback in the league at the moment. So I agree with you. I could see a draw just because Newcastle playing away. But I agree with the point you were saying regarding how they're firing at the moment. So I also think it's going to be a 2-1 win for the Magpies. Then let's move on to Sunday. Sunday we've got a few matches also. I think we've got how many on Sunday? 5 actually. Okay, so we've got 5 on Sunday. First one up, we've got West Ham versus Everton. Another one, two sides. West Ham coming off a big defeat against Aston Villa this weekend, while Everton just looking like they could be facing a relegation battle once again.
Yeah. But it's a tough one because Everton, they didn't play too badly against Liverpool last game, so they're showing a bit of resurgence, but I don't know if it's enough. West Ham obviously not in a good position. They both need this game. It's an important game for both of them, bro. So I'm gonna back West Ham here just because of home advantage again. You know how important that is in the Premier League. I think Everton struggling to score goals. I'm gonna go with a West Ham 1-0 win here.
I'll back you on that one as well. I also think West Ham probably going to take this one. Ward-Prowse looking like a phenomenal midfielder at the moment. I was talking to you before the season started, and I was saying Man United should not be putting up their noses to Ward-Prowse. He's a quality player. And I think just the way David Moyes is set up, obviously losing Declan Rice was a big blow for them, but they spent their money very well replacing him. I think the Edson Alvarez from... Is it Ajax? Yeah, I believe it was Ajax. He's come in and looked quite good. Jared Bowen obviously playing out of his socks. So I think also West Ham with that one. And then we've got Brighton versus Fulham and Aston Villa, Luton and Liverpool, Nottingham Forest for the 4 o'clock kickoffs.
Yeah.
Let's get on to the first one though. We've got Brighton, Fulham. Any thoughts on this one?
I reckon Brighton probably take that one, bro. I think they got a bit more quality than Fulham. Fulham don't look too fantastic at the moment. Let's go 2-0 to Brighton in that one.
I would agree with you. The only problem with Brighton is I can't see them keeping a clean sheet.
Yeah,
they are so vulnerable at the back at the moment.
Yeah.
They've got a good attackers. Obviously, they've got Ferguson up front. They've got Matoma. I think is it Inseko or Inciso? So they've got really quality attack-minded players. But I just think defensively they look a bit weak at the moment. Yeah, this is a bit of a tough one. I agree with you regarding Brighton's talent. I'm actually going to go with a draw. I think it's going to be a 1-1. I think Fulham are going to set up shop. Bernd Leno is a decent goalkeeper, so I expect them to actually keep Brighton at bay. I'm going for a 1-1. Then we've got Villa v Luton. Unai Emery obviously looking like he's taking Villa to new heights.
Yeah, for sure.
Looking like they're on their way to top 4. What do you expect, Jack? It could possibly only be an Aston Villa win over Luton.
Yeah, bro. I think we're just going to talk about how many goals they're going to score, bro. They're looking a class outfit at the moment, bro. So Luton obviously, not fantastic. I'm going to give them a benefit of a doubt, bro, in terms of not getting a hiding. We'll go 2-0 to Aston Villa in that one.
Yeah, that's all the points you made were solid. Like Ollie Watkins also, firing at the moment. So everyone in Aston Villa, they just have a very good team. If you would have told Aston Villa fans 2-3 seasons ago that they would have a possible centre-back partnership of Diego Carlos and Pau Torres, I think they would have chopped your hand off right there to take it. That is an excellent centre-back partnership for them. And then on top of that, they've got Tyrone Mings, even though he's injured at the moment. So I think Aston Villa building a decent side. Unai Emery is a good coach. Obviously didn't work out at Arsenal and at PSG. But an excellent coach during his time in Spain, leading Villarreal to the semi-finals. I'll back you that one. I think the only thing you could see is an Aston Villa victory over Luton.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, before we get to the big one, we've got quite an interesting little match going on between Liverpool and Forest.
Yeah.
I think most fans would be putting all their money on Liverpool taking this one. But Forest are quite a decent side. They play some nice football, some nice counter-attacking football. I could easily see this one also turning out to be either a Liverpool thumping, like a 3-0, or a 1-1 draw. It could be either one of those two scores for me.
Yeah, I think, you know what, Liverpool, they when they get into a desperate mood of scoring, they usually score, bro. So, like you said, depending if they can either run away with it, but at the same time, I think they probably scrape a win here if it gets to that situation. So I'll go with Liverpool. Not backing them, smacking them, but I reckon a 2-1. A 2-1 here, bro. Nottingham, like you say, bro, can always cause problems. I can maybe see it going to 1-1 deep into second half and Liverpool grinding a win.
Who are you backing to get the goals there? Darwin Núñez and
Salah,
Mo
bro.
Salah.
I don't really back Núñez, bro.
Yes.
But I do back Salah to score 2 goals. He's always, you know how he is, bro. When he starts getting into this run of form, bro, he can score a lot of goals, bro. So I'll probably go Salah with both, bro.
He's a magnificent player. Probably, I know he's still maybe a bit of recency bias, but I can't think of another right winger that's been as good as Salah's been during the Premier League era. He's really been outstanding. I mean, there was those times a few years ago when he was getting compared to Messi, so you must know he was a top quality player for pool.
The records speak for themselves, bro.
Yeah. But now we're on to the big one for the weekend. I'm sure one that the Man United fans are looking forward to a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking forward to it?
Bro, it's a funny one, bro. It's like, over the past few years, we always have a shit run of form, and then we claim a big scalp. You know what I mean? And then we start looking good again. We have a big opportunity, obviously, to win this game, and
you guys beat them last season, eh?
Exactly, at Old Trafford, bro. So it's bro. If in all honesty, we're not looking the greatest now, bro. It looks like Maguire is getting some form, which is, I don't know what it is, bro. It can be a good thing.
It's not good news for most United fans.
Look, bro, if he can just, maybe it's the captaincy. Taking off the captaincy from him, it might have changed his approach to the way he's playing his football, bro. But if he keeps up with it, then fucking no problem, bro. No problem. At the end of the day, he's still got the quality. He still was a top player. He's come under media fire for some shit performances the last few years. But if you can come out of it, then fucking excuse me. If you can come out of it, then fucking why not, bro? Why not? But at the same time, I don't think we're scoring enough goals, bro. Our attack doesn't look dangerous at all, bro. The fact that we have to rely on a Harry Maguire goal to win a game against Copenhagen says a lot about where we are at the moment,
That's exactly what I was going to say, because you guys spent quite a bit of money getting Wayland in, and he's looked decent so far in a few Champions League games. I think he's picked up about 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't seem like you guys create enough chances or even score enough goals. We saw it last season as well. I think even though you guys finished third, I believe you guys were a ridiculous, something like 30 or 40 goals behind both City and Arsenal last season. So goal scoring is obviously a big problem at United. And last season, like I said, last season it was very evident. We saw with Rashford how many times he actually saved you guys in such important moments in the season, carrying you guys through to the 3rd position.
Yeah, bro, for sure. I think it's... Bro, if we're not creating opportunities, we're not going to win. At the same time, though, you know what? We do play better in a counter-attacking game plan, bro, and that's probably what we will go into this game with. So, it's like I say, bro, it's one of those games where we're sitting on a pendulum now, bro, and it's just, this can just shoot things into our favor. At the same time can put us
anyway.
Exactly, but at the same time can put us into a deep hole.
And your thoughts on the big battle between Haaland and Onana?
Bro, if it's
Onana making a big save against Copenhagen last night, but it's not going to be the same caliber of attack up against him this weekend.
Exactly. Bro, I don't know. I don't like looking at the goalkeeper versus a striker. I rather look at our defenders versus striker. Varane always top notch, playing some good football, but
what if it's Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire up against Haaland? You think it's going to be a long day?
It's going to be Varane and Maguire for sure, but it's all based on how Maguire's form is, bro. You don't want to be him being 50-50 and Haaland running down that channel the whole game. But at the same time, if they're solid and we're playing on the back foot, our front three are fucking quick, bro. Højlund, Rashford. If Anthony plays, we can catch them on the break, bro. It's the interesting decision will be to see who starts in the midfield. At the moment, Eriksen's probably our in-form midfield, but do you want to go with the midfield with Bruno, Eriksen, and Casemiro or Amrabat? Do you know what I mean? It's who do you put in, bro? Who do you put in? What seems like a...
You don't think Scott McTominay's got a chance? He's in quite decent form, especially goal-scoring form.
Even Scott.
I'm not saying Scott McTominay, but I'm saying he's just been looking good.
It depends on what we're gonna do, bro. I have a feeling. My opinion is that we're gonna drop back, bro. We're gonna be playing on the back foot. So in that case, I wouldn't mind if they started Casemiro and Amrabat next to each other, just to lock up the defense. With Bruno in front of them.
Definitely going to need the numbers in midfield.
Yeah, with Bruno in front of them, looking for those long balls. Or possibly Eriksen in front of him and Bruno on the right, basically playing like a 4-2-2, that diamond formation we like. But then getting rid of Anthony. But again, you lose a bit of speed on the right. So interesting to see who we're going to pick in the midfield. My opinion, it will be Amrabat next to Casemiro, Bruno in front of him, Rashford, Anthony, Højlund up front.
That's not a bad call.
Yeah.
And let's go with the big one now. What's your prediction? What do you think the score is going to be?
Bro, it's such a difficult one to go with my heart or go with my head. But let's go with my heart, bro.
You have to go with your head. Your heart's obviously going to tell you Man United, but I don't think that's going to be the clever choice.
It's the best choice. Manchester 2, Manchester 2, Manchester 1. That's my call, bro.
So which one is the City? Which one's United in that 2-1?
You heard me. Manchester 1, 2, Manchester 1. Nah, I'm gonna go to United winning, bro. It's important.
You go with United win.
It's important for us, bro. If we can do it, it sets us up for a good run of good results, bro.
A win would only help us out, so I'm obviously hoping you guys also get a win, because us competing with Man City, especially last season and possibly this season again, looks like it with us unbeaten. If Man City, the more points they can lose in the beginning of the season, the better for us, because they tend to go on these runs after January where they don't lose any games. So if they can just pick up losses, it would be great for us. But unfortunately, from my side, I don't think it's going to be a thumping. I think it's going to be quite a close game, or a closer game than people think. I think there's going to be one goal each half for Man City, so I think it's going to be a 2-0. I think probably Haaland's going to get one, Alvarez going to get the other. I don't see anywhere how Man United is going to penetrate them enough or put them under enough pressure, unless, like you said, on the counter, for them to really feel anything. And I think with them keeping hold of the ball, playing Pep Guardiola style football, eventually the opportunities are going to come, especially with Haaland, and you see how it goes. Most of the time he takes them. So I'm backing them for a 2-0 win over United. But that is it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. As always, please like, follow, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's been your boys from Couch Coach Sports. I'm Bjorn. I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.